In order to create that prosperity, you need trust. Trust is the basis of prosperity. And in order to create trust, you need transparency. If you don't have transparency, there's no trust. If you don't have trust, there's no prosperity. So business needs to think about things a little bit differently. And in this age of transparency, by the way, the good thing about the internet, on this age of transparency, there's no place to hide. I normally take the Financial Times, I haven't picked it up this morning, but every day you can pick up a Financial Times and see the effects of misbehavior. From Sports Direct in the UK, not paying their people very well, to some of your tech companies paying a 1% tax rate and thinking that's normal, to manipulating LIBOR rates or foreign exchange rates, to letting wells explode in the Gulf because you want to save a little bit on your quarter and on your maintenance costs to make your quarter's estimates, to sell horse meat instead of beef, or to sell a $1 t-shirt from the Rana Plaza factory in Bangladesh because we only have to pay those people 11 cents an hour. By paying them 11 cents an hour, we can buy our $1 t-shirt. We think that's cool. Smart buy. We don't care that the factory collapses. 1,135 innocent women losing their lives. They knew darn well that that factory was about to collapse. 11 cents per hour is about as close as you can get to modern-day slavery, in my opinion. In fact, the next lowest country in the world is Vietnam at 26 cents an hour. People are waking up. It's not cool anymore to buy a $1 t-shirt. It's not cool anymore to buy from companies that are hiding behind big numbers or trade associations, saying one thing and lobbying the other thing. It's being flushed out at 100 miles an hour. No wonder that 65% of the growth in consumer goods companies in the US, the growth that is there in the market, comes from ethical companies or B Corps, neighborhood stores, the Kind Bars, the Ben & Jerry's of this world, the Tom Shoes. No wonder that 75% of the graduates of US university don't want to work for big corporates anymore. They want to work for companies that have a purpose, that make a difference, where they can say, I left this world in a little bit better place than I found it. We're isolating ourselves by creating our own problem by not acting for the common good, by not acting for the longer term, by not acting on the things that count, by being prisoners, if we like it or not, to our own self-interest. The race to the quarterly profits, the race to maximizing our stock options, the race to satisfying a few very vocal shareholders. Where's the communications department in all of this? What role are you going to play? Staying on the sidelines, explaining it to people? Or are you going to say, I'm belonging to the 2%, I'm actively being part of helping to transform this world to make it more inclusive for everybody? It's your choice, not my choice, it's your choice. I've made my choice. In Unilever, we decided to decouple our growth from environmental impact, increase our overall social impact. Unlike CSR, which just focuses on page 2 of the annual report, things under your own control, a part of your business, usually run by someone close to retirement. We need to snap out of that, take responsibility of the whole value chain, not just the things under your control. Think about what you are going to publish. Driving these purposes into your brands. It's the best way to grow your brands. Brands with a stronger purpose, and even our definition of Unilever, grow twice as fast as other brands. And by the way, we as a company have grown twice as fast over the last 7, 8 years as the total industry, in a market that frankly is not easy. And coming from a business, in our case, that actually was going down. We've redefined the purpose of all of our brands. Lifebuoy is not just selling bar soap. It's about helping a child reach the age of 5. Our leading disinfectancy brand, a toilet cleaner brand called Domestos, is not just about disinfecting toilets. It's about giving people access to toilets. We're building 25 million toilets. Our food brands is helping to solve the problems of nutrition. Even our Dove brand that you know very well in the US stands for women's self-esteem. In a world where many women are frankly still too many discriminated against. All of our brands have social purposes. I don't have to talk to you about Ben & Jerry's. Save Our Swirled was one of our best ice creams in the US fighting climate change. Any brand that embraces that purpose will definitely do very well. Most of these brands, by the way, are growing double-digit. But the real benefit comes from companies that go beyond their own self-interest, that work on broader transformations. How can we get industry coalitions together to get out of the issue of deforestation? 16% of global warming, small detail. How can we get people together to reduce the food waste, to create jobs for the smallholder farmers? Companies that increasingly understand that use their scale to drive these transformative changes beyond their own interest, will do well in the future. And that is my only plea as communications directors or others in the company: be part of that change, get actively involved.